Hey, this is Matt.
And I'm Leigh. We're Sixpence None The Richer, and you're listening to Midwest Mixtape Podcast.
Hi, and welcome to the Midwest Mixtape Podcast, live from the Barn Studio. You got the Mox here, and I'm joined online right now with Leah and Matt from Sixpence None The Richer. How are you guys?
Doing great. How are you?
Doing really good. Saturday, October 26th at City Winery in St. Louis. You guys are coming into town. Great venue. I know you played some City Wineries, or maybe you have before, but we're looking forward to having you in St. Louis.
Good. Yeah, I'm excited. I love St. Louis.
And you guys are getting ready to hit the road. You're going to be out for the rest of the year. It pretty much looks like your tour schedule is pretty packed and pretty booked, hitting pretty much everywhere in the United States. How's that feel to be getting ready to go out on a 50-date tour?
How do you feel about it, Matt?
No, I mean, I'm very, very excited, but also we've really packed this tour tight. I think we're doing 50 cities in about 2 months. There's really hardly any days off, so we don't even have time to get sick on this one. So I know we're all a little anxious about staying healthy, but really excited about being out on the road again.
Yeah, definitely. I feel the same, but yeah, I don't want to have to prop anybody up. You know what I mean? But that may be what happens if I get sick. Y'all are just going to have to put a pole up there and tie me to it.
And a bucket. A pole and a bucket.
And a bucket, yeah. Hoping for the best.
How long has it been since you guys have been out, for that long or that many dates in a row? Because it seems like the touring world has kind of changed in a little bit. A lot of the artists that we talk to, they actually will do, maybe some regional things or shorter tours where they'll come back home. But this is a long one where you're going to be out on the road for quite a bit. How is that different from maybe when you used to tour, several years ago?
Yeah, it's been, I don't think we've ever I don't think we've ever played this many shows in a row. We definitely had very demanding tour schedules in the past, but it's been 20 years since I've toured anything like this. So it's going to be really telling, and I'm really excited. And I think we've felt like if we're going to do it, let's do it and get out there and see what it's like. So we're going to find out. And I'm really excited. And like I said, I keep saying exhaustively to myself that I'm hoping for the best. Let's talk again in December, Chad.
Yeah, we'll do a tour recap, and it might sound a little bit different then.
Yeah. Hope it's celebratory. Let's put it that way.
This is the first time, in a couple decades, I think, that all the original members are together and doing this together. How does that feel, being with the original, I guess, OGs?
Great. I'll let you take that one, Matt.
Yeah. No, it's really good. I think we were talking about it a little bit earlier today, that the line of demarcation was probably mostly around Dale Baker, the drummer, because we had done some touring with Justin Carey back around 2015 and that time period. But it's definitely been over 20 years since we've toured with Dale, and Dale's pretty much played on almost every single Sixpence record, and it's great to have him back because the songs just really tend to make more sense with him playing them. So it's exciting we've had probably two one-off shows leading up to heading out on the road for the 50 city tour, and they've just felt really great. So it's exciting to have the OGs back for sure.
We talked to Art from Everclear not too long ago, and he's talking about the resurgence, maybe some nostalgia of the 90s and the excitement around that. Are you guys getting that sense as well? Is there a little bit of buzz for some of that 90s feel? And maybe people my age, I'm in my 40s, so the 90s felt like one of the greatest times in music for me, and that's, maybe my personal opinion. Maybe there's some personal bias there, but do you feel that excitement with your crowds as well?
Yeah, I think there's definitely some love, or quite a bit of love. It's definitely having a moment, and hopefully it's not just a moment. I kind of hope the whole spirit of the 90s kind of comes back, just that independent, I don't know what else to call it, but I do want to say that Art is one of my favorite people. I love that guy. We've become friends over the years, and he's such a sweetheart, so anything he says, I echo that.
Yeah, us too. He was really great with us, and we enjoyed chatting with him.
Yeah, good person, yeah.
If we're speaking about the 90s, who would go on you guys as Mount Rushmore, specifically 90s music?
Cool. That's a good question.
And a big one for me, a big one for me, and it's kind of timely because they've just decided to do a reunion tour, assuming they can make it happen. But Oasis was definitely like a huge, huge one for me in the '90s, and I'm excited that I don't know if I'll get to see them on tour. There's kind of a frenzy over the tickets, but yeah, that would definitely go on the Mount Rushmore for me.
Yeah, I think mine would be some bands that like the Cardigans, maybe Delamitri. Oh gosh, yeah, there's a lot of bands that really smack of the '90s for me. Oh my gosh, Jeff Buckley for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's my Mount Rushmore. Yeah.
I want to say congratulations on the Recording Industry Association of America certifications of Kiss Me, and there she goes. How does it feel to receive such recognition for the songs that have obviously stood the test of time?
That was really nice. That was something that our manager made happen, and it was really just such a great moment and really cool for us to be able to experience that as a band. We were all four together, and that was really, really cool.
Yeah, it is interesting to see how timeless that song is becoming, and that I think they told us that it had jumped from 2 times platinum to 3 times platinum in the course of a year. So there definitely seems to be like a bit of a generational jump and a newfound interest in that song from a younger generation, and seeing that reflected in that way is pretty amazing.
And I see it as not only, some popular songs that people enjoyed, but a piece of pop culture from that time frame. I mean, I kind of make the joke when we were talking about getting this interview as like, I don't think there was a soundtrack in the 90s that you guys weren't on. It seemed like you guys were on every soundtrack and TV and film and all that. And, so it's sort of in the pop culture of the 90s. Do you guys get that sense as well?
Yeah. I mean, I know there were plenty of movies that didn't have our songs in them, but it was a lot there for a while, and it was a really, great thing and a great vehicle to kind of propel the band forward. And we got to do a lot of really cool stuff. And I think just in this current time, I think we're hoping or excited to see if those fans, have followed us all these years, and also excited to engage with these new little critters, these little youngins that are just hearing about the band for the first time, and see if we can wrangle some of them to jump on board for the new music.
It's interesting too. There wasn't social media back then when all that was happening, and to kind of see a lot of that stuff get kind of reprocessed or regurgitated on TikTok and all of it. I mean, I see a lot of it because I have 2 teenage daughters, but it's just wild how all that, the way the song showed up on all those pop culture formats back then, has sort of found a new home in the social media universe as well. So I don't know, it's pretty wild, pretty mind blowing.
Have you guys ever been completely blown away by someone covering it, whether it was a nationally known artist or somebody in their, bedroom? Have you ever been just completely blown away by some of the covers that you see on YouTube and TikTok and those other places?
This guy, Matt Maltese, did a cover last year, I think. He did it. I think the whole album was covers, and he did a really beautiful job and just a really fresh take on it. And I think it was cool to hear a guy sing it. But yeah, it must be one of the most covered songs. A lot of them have blown my mind for the good and bad.
Yeah, that Matt Maltese version, I blew us all away. It was just so beautiful.
It really is. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody showed me the other day that Sabrina Carpenter had played it at one of her concerts, and the whole crowd was singing along with her. And that was pretty. I'm getting major cred with my daughters on this. Where they didn't really care before, but.
And those are the most important music critics, right? The daughters. You got to get good in their eyes, right?
Oh yeah.
One time I heard on the Howard Stern show, Kevin Bacon was on there, and he said that when he goes to wedding receptions, he will automatically go to the DJ and pay them tip him $100 to not play Footloose, right? Because he knows it's coming. Do you ever experience that when you go to a wedding reception and they're trying to get you to come out there and sing it, or do you ever have any kind of experiences similar to that?
No, but I am going to start paying people not to play Footloose. I think that's amazing. I'm kidding. That's a great song. No, I was so scared you were going to say he pays people not to play Kiss Me at weddings.
Oh,
No, but I do have a cousin, a newly found, probably cousin 100 times removed or whatever, but in South Texas, and he sent me a video yesterday of him hungover and saying that he had been at the bar the night before and played There She Goes 6 times in a row.
Oh, funny.
He said that, he said around the 4th time people started to get violent, and then the 6th time they kicked him out.
Oh, that's funny.
So I guess everybody has their own experiences with the music, and it's really cool. It's really fun to engage. It's an exciting job to have.
Join here with Leah and Matt, Sixpence None The Richer. This is the Midwest Mixtape Podcast, Saturday, October 26th at City Winery in St. Louis. What can the fans and what can the attendees expect at that show?
Well, hopefully it'll be great. Go ahead, Matt.
We're trying to cover a lot of ground in the set list and play a lot of older stuff from our first records and a lot of the new songs off the new EP, and we've got I don't know, we've actually put a lot of time and effort into creating a set list that kind of reflects our whole career up to this point, and hopefully touches all the bases with people that are coming out, and and for people that maybe just know the hits, maybe they get introduced to some deeper cuts and want to dig further, it's a good mix of old and new and hits and everything.
2024 already scheduled. What does 2025 look like for you guys?
Well, I hope more music, and I hope that we make it. I mean, my ideal would be we get through this tour with flying colors and have a really great time, and go into next year. I really want to make a full album, another full Sixpence album, and that's what I think my mind's going to be on.
We're also in talks of doing some international touring next year as well.
Yes.
So don't want to say yet because I think it's not totally confirmed, but it's going to be some places we've never been before, which is exciting, and then hopefully reconnecting with a lot of the places in Europe and Asia that we really spent a lot of time in when Kiss Me was really blown up huge. So that's exciting. Touring worldwide was always one of my favorite things. So it'd be really cool if that kind of opens back up again. SixpenceNoneTheRicher.com, Saturday, October 26th at City Winery in St. Louis. Doors are at 6 and the show's at 7:30. Leigh, Matt, looking forward to connecting with you when you get into town.
Sounds good.
Right,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.